Welcome to another guide to new mods for Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. It's March Mod Mayhem. We've got quite a few today. It's Wednesday the 13th of March and we've got quite a few to look at. We've got one from yesterday. I'm going to start with this. This is the Hyzomat heating plant by Stefan 1997. I felt terrible yesterday that it wouldn't work, and I thought it was me, but it wasn't. I think there was an issue with the XML file of the cell point. I think it wasn't working properly. It has been not resubmitted, but updated. Fingers crossed it should work. So we're going to start off with this first, and I've got all sorts of equipment all lined up ready to use here. This may be a slightly longer than usual guide to assistance video because there are quite a few to get through. So fingers crossed. What's going to happen now is as I back up, it will come up with the unload symbol, like so. There we go. That's a good sign already. And if I press R1 and triangle, it's tipping in and the money should be going up. It is. What am I going to get for a full load on here? Well, I say a full load, it wasn't quite a full load, 21,000. It was just under what the trees provided me with, 2,943. So as I said yesterday when we had a quick look at this, in the actual sell point menu it comes up with heating plant, and I said yesterday I didn't know if the price was fixed or not. It's not. If you have a look now on here, let's zoom in on that, that says 159 and it's climbing with the green arrow, which means it's not fixed. I think it seems to be set a little bit higher than the sawmill, and it's still climbing. So it's not a fixed price, it will fluctuate, but it is working, so that's fantastic news. I'm really pleased about that because, like I say, I did feel bad yesterday. There's nothing worse than when you're kind of showing off the mods that are available and it doesn't work, and I felt terrible. But anyway, it's okay now, it's all good. So what shall I look at next? Right, over the back we've got a silo. This silo is the buying station for all fruit types. This is by Suedtirol Modding, and it will use up 2 slots. Now this is an interesting one. It says buying station for all fruit types, and it's a silo like a lot of others, like the pig food silo used to look like. So what we're going to do is stick a trailer underneath it, because obviously I want to see. Now obviously this isn't going to take massive trailers because the pipe's not very high, so I wouldn't imagine you're going to get big stuff under this. But if I press L3 now, and it's an odd one, I mean this will work quite well for doing let's plays and if I'm setting up for doing mod reviews and things like that, but it's a curious thing that you're going to be buying some of these crops. Surely that's the whole point of farming them. But that said, you know, this is what it will do. So we can buy wheat, we can buy barley, we can buy oats, soybeans, corn. I like the fact you can buy potatoes. I'm not sure about the sugar beet seeders, I don't think they work. But the potato seeders, that does mean you don't have to grow a crop of potatoes first anymore. You can come and buy potatoes and use them as a seed type if you wanted to, depending on the prices, because I don't know what these are going to be like yet. Sugar beet, sugar cane, seeds we can buy, I'm going to check that in a minute. Straw, manure, fertiliser, lime. Back to wheat again. So oddly it does say all fruit types. You can buy manure, you can buy straw, there's nothing for slurry, there's nothing for hay, there's nothing for grass. I'm trying to think what else I might have missed off that. Wood chips, there's no wood chips on there. I know I'm being picky, it does a whole load of stuff here, and it's an interesting one. I'm not quite sure, like I say, how it fits in, but it's a nice addition, and it will make doing certain things on Let's Plays and when I do my narrative type ones. I'm just thinking that could open up a whole different kind of realm of possibilities for that, actually, thinking about it, because people, when I do my subscriber contracts, it does mean that somebody could pay me in a crop type rather than money. Now if I placed that, it would mean I could, yeah, I like it. I think it's a brilliant idea. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to test it very quickly. I've got the little Great Plains Cedar, which is only 1,000 litres. So I'm going to test the seed. I've done it before and other things, just to see, one, whether I can do a cedar, fill up a cedar from it, and two, what does 1,000 litres cost? Because we can compare that directly to a 1,000 litre seed bag. So that's kind of what I'm going to try to do. Let's open this up. I assume it will work. I don't know. Like I say, right, L3. Right, it's offering seed. So let's start. Thousand litres, 899. So that was £1, dollar, euro, less than buying a bag. I suppose at the end of the day, if you don't want to muck around with pallets, seed pallets and things like that, you want to fill up directly, you can do it from here. Same with fertiliser, it saves having seed and fertiliser stations separate and that kind of thing. Nice mod, that. I like that. It's a good idea. Something we haven't really had before, especially to buy all those different crop types. That's an interesting one. Right, I'm going to move out of the way now. Let's just turn that off. So that's the Hyzomat heating plant done, and we've had a look at the buying station for all fruit types. What shall we have a look at next? Well, let's go to the one right at the front here. We have got a silage fork. This is a silage fork by Nico Pixies, I think it is. Nico Pixies. This will set you back 5 slots. It's a 5,000 litre silage fork and it's designed for wheel loaders. Hence the wheel loader hidden around the corner just there. We'll have a quick look in store under equipment and we'll go to wheel loaders. So the comparison here then roughly is the Lizard silage fork standard is 5,000 litres, 4,100 to buy. And that one's only 1 slot. This one is 4,100 to buy. It's a 5,000 litre capacity, so for all intents and purposes the same thing. But this is 5 slots. Now, there's a reason. One, that you've got the front fork on it that we'll have a look at in a second, and it's configurable in so much as you can change the main colour of the forks. My one obviously I've got set on MrSealyp green because that's the sort of silly thing I do, but you can have your fork colour anything you want, which is rather cool, I think. If you fancy pink forks on your silage fork, I just like that level of customization. That again, you can kind of modify these things to suit you, to suit your farm, you know, to suit your personality, whatever it might be. So what we'll do very, very quickly, let's grab this, tucked away. So what we'll do is fold it up. That's generally how it comes. The silage fork comes folded like so. I thought straight away, my mind was racing, and this is what I've said before about mods and the game and people that play the game, that a mod will come out and often it will get used for things that it was never intended to be used for. But if I do this control now, the claw goes up and down, very smooth, very neat. I thought straight away, logging. I always use a manure fork for logging, and that's a big manure fork. Get a wheel loader of one of those. I like the fact it's got that claw on the top. Gives you a lot of options, that. But very nice tidy mod. Like I say, another, you know, people will say, what do we want more silage forks for? What do we want? Well, you know, like I said, loads and loads of times, it's about choice. It's about giving you options, and you know, if you can customise this one, you can make it a little bit more personalised and make it your own. I like that. That's very nice. Right, whizzing round. Sorry if I'm blitzing through these. Something I was going to say about the buying station, as far as how much all the other things cost, because it does so many different things, it would take me ages to go through every single crop type and how much it costs for 1,000 litres. That's the sort of thing you're going to need to kind of have a bit of a fiddle around yourself. I know this is a kind of guide too, and had this mod come out on its own today, I probably would have run through every single crop type and that kind of thing. Just like I say, just that you know that it will do all those different crop types, and I assume the prices are going to be pretty much equitable. I don't think they're going to be ridiculously expensive. That said, I don't think they're going to be ridiculously cheap either. it's a kind of convenience thing, I think, is what we're looking at. Next up, we will have a look at, well, this is in the front, so we'll have a look at this. So this is a Stoll pallet and bale fork. This is by, it's either DasAlex or DasAlex. It's DAS, I think it's DasAlex. That will be 5 slots, which seems a lot for a bale pallet fork and bale fork. But I like this. This again, it's a clever little thing, and it's nice because if we go into front loaders, it's only available in the front loader section. If we look at the pallet fork here, the pallet fork's 800 to buy, and it's a standard pallet fork, and then you've got your bale spike, which is another 600, and so on. If we scroll across till we get to this one, it's only 800, and the thing about it is it's configurable. So when you come into here, we can go down to pallet fork, and we can go pallet fork, bale fork small, bale fork big, back to pallet fork again. So if you buy one of those, you can then go into your toolbox or your workstation point, or your, you know, wherever you've got on your map or your farm to configure things, and then you can change it. So it does make it a kind of a universal tool, quite a handy bit of kit. I like the idea of that. Plus, if we can get back up to it, I've had a lot of problems today. It's done it again. Some of these mods, when they come into the Modhub, you can only go into certain of the different configurations if you've got a mouse plugged in. Now, generally speaking, when I play on PS4, I don't have a mouse plugged in. Some people do. Some people that have got their PC set up next to their console can just switch over and put a mouse in if they want to. The whole point about the console being that you can use the controls, and now I'm moving my left stick and I can't get back up to the main colour. If I come back out again and come back in again, it starts me off on that main colour. If I change my main colour first, that's fine. So you can change the main colour of your forks to whatever you want them to. As soon as I come down and change this option, it won't let me go back up to the main colour option again. And I know this happened with a couple of mods before, and people say, oh yeah, you need to plug in a mouse, it'll work perfectly with a mouse, which seems a little bit of mucking around, didn't it, really, to have to do all of that. But anyway, that said, we'll come back out of there. So I've got the pallet fork. I've got the pallet fork for a reason. There's the small bale spike and there's the large bale spike. Again, I've kind of got a bit Blue Peter here. There's something I prepared earlier. So I've got my Massey Ferguson with my front loader. I'm going to pick this up like so. And the cool thing about this now is, if I go, I think it's R1, and then my right stick, I can move those tines, forks, pallet spikes, whatever you want to call them, in and out. So it gives me a few more options here. Sometimes when you've got a pallet kind of round the wrong way, you might be end on. Some of the pallet forks you get are too wide, so you can narrow it right down, you can come into the side of a pallet. Or if you take it right out, you can then, I mean, you can do it with the normal ones, but sometimes they get a little bit, they bounce around a bit, or they're not very stable. But it does mean you can pick up 2 pallets much easier with a much more stable platform than you can do normally. I like that idea. That works really, really well. I don't know, can you move more of this in there? Oh, you can, yeah. I like that. I think it's a very clever idea. Nice little bit of kit, nice addition. Like I say, it means it's one bit of kit rather than buying 2 or whatever else other options you've got available. It does mean you've got to reconfigure them and change them over if you want to. And I suppose a lot of people just argue, well, just leave it, just have 2 separate ones and not have to muck around. But like I say, options, people, it's all about those options. So that's that one covered. And I'm sorry if I'm whistling through these, because we have got quite a few still to do. Right, next up. Now, this is what I was talking about with the mouse thing. This is the, I've got to find it on my list. This is the Lizard 20-foot bale trailer by TSModding. This will use 8 slots. There's a lot of detail on this, and it does say when you go into the Modhub, refurbished trailer. It doesn't look particularly refurbished to me. It looks like it needs to be refurbished. I like the fact that it's got that kind of, I mean, the detail on it is amazing, with all the broken boards and stuff on the platform. That's fantastic, and there are some nice configuration options available on this. And that's what we're going to look at now, because that's a minor hiccup, I think. So again, let's come into our store and we'll go to where are we? Baling Technology. We'll scroll right across till we get to it, and here it is. We've got the Lizard 20-foot refurbished flatbed, 8,250, which isn't too expensive. Now I can start off and I can change my rim colour to any of those available. So if I wanted to go MrSealyp green, which looks like the Joker's vehicle, that's fine. I can then go down to wheel brand and I can go Lizard. The Lizard is I think it's twin wheels. Yeah, I can go Nokian. That's as close in as I can get, unfortunately. I can go with Nokians, which are a little bit larger, and I can go with Trelleborgs and back to Lizards again. How bizarre is that? Okay, I'm going to go with this because a minute ago when I tried this it wouldn't let me do the design. So while we're on it, design standard is like so. We can go with a front creel, we can go with front and back creel, we can go with all options. What does that mean when it says all options? Oh, it's got a box underneath as well. Oh, okay. Front creel, rear creel, and then we've got all options, which puts like a toolbox underneath it as well. Now it doesn't actually, when it says refurbished, they're new creels, but the flatbed stays exactly the same. Now it wouldn't let me do that before. That's what I was talking about, using a mouse, because I thought that was going to be an issue, but it's done it fine this time. So if I go now to registration, on the back you can have no registration, you can have a Kildare registration, you can have a Tipperary registration, Germany, UK, Italy, France, Netherlands, Denmark, USA. It's brilliant. So many different options available, which is really nice. Again, gives you that ability to customize it to your farm, to your setting, to whereabouts in the world you're playing your map. I really like that. You know, or if you just, you know, I might play an American map because I'm English, I want an English registration plate. It's entirely up to me. But that's a nice option. I'm really pleased that other thing worked. Now, if I try and go back to it, rim colour Lizard, yeah, it's working again this time. That's fantastic. So those are the options available on it. I like the fact it kind of stays old and rusted, that patina on the metalwork, and it's good. It's very, very good. I like that a lot. Now, one thing I haven't tested, it has got straps, but you look here, when I click on them, the straps go under the flatbed, under the platform, not over the top. Now I'm assuming that when you put something on there, and they're quite regularly spaced as well, which is good. So if you're doing pallets and things like that, sometimes you find the straps on these trailers are quite wide apart, and sometimes you miss with a pallet. But they go underneath. I'm not quite sure why it's doing that. Whether or not when you put a pallet on there it will go over the top, I'm not too sure. But anyway, so there we go. That's the Lizard 20-foot bale trailer, refurbished. If you put the creels and stuff on. So moving on, what have we got next? All right, next door we've got another trailer. We've got another flatbed trailer here. This is the Flegel SDS 350 flatbed trailer. This is by TSModding, and this will set you back 7 slots. I like this one as well. The detail on it is incredible, and like the one next door as well. The actual platform flatbed has got, well, checker plate, diamond plate kind of look to it. You've got that look of kind of the metalwork, stainless steel, and the, like I say, the bed's got that shiny metallic look. It's a nice trailer. It's a nice mod. It's got running lights down the side. Very nice. So what I'm going to do very quickly, grab the lorry, just because I wanted to show you the running lights, because I like them. I think it looks good. This has got straps as well. With most of the straps with trailers, what you can do is either do them manually from outside. So if I put the lights on now, running lights down the side of the trailer. I like that. Indicators and things usually, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much a given now, indicators and reverse lights and all that kind of stuff. Nice bright reverse lights on that. That's a nice long trailer, that. You can get a lot of bales on that if you want to use it as a bale trailer. So if if I go R1 and R3, I can put the straps all on, all off. very, very cool. I don't think it's got rear wheel steer, has it? You just turn and see. I don't think so. No. Okay. So that is that one. We're rattling through them, people. We're getting through them. Right, next up on our list, on our mayhem today, we have got... Come back to my list again. We've got the fella Duras 14055. 14055 Pro. This is a windrower. Rake. Some people refer to them as rakes. This is by VertexDezign and raffnix, and this is 7 slots. It does say, I think, in the Modhub that it's like a larger width, larger capacity. It's 14 meters, which actually is smaller than the largest one we've got at the moment. But that said, the design of it is fantastic. I really like it. Again, it's different. We're used to this kind of windrowers and stuff we've got in game already, and the argument will still be had, what do we need another one for? It's different. It's great. I like the sort of box frame design of it. The animations on this are absolutely fantastic. We'll have a quick look in store first. So we'll go down to windrowers, and as we scroll across, the Lely Hibiscus there is 14.8 meters, which that's the biggest one we've got at the moment. I don't think there's another modded one that I'm aware of. If we go across to this one, it's a little bit more expensive, and it's what does it require horsepower wise? Oh, that's only 110. This one's 130. So this is a 14 meter one, requires 130 horsepower. It's a bit more pricey than the Lely Hibiscus, and like I said, this is 7 slots. There's no configuration options on it at all. It just is as it is. But like I say, what I'm going to show you very quickly is the animation on it, because it looks fantastic. Let's grab the tractor again. We'll take it around the corner out into the field and just open it up a little bit. I like this one a lot. Swing it around. I've got stuff littered all over the place now, but not to worry. So where's the sun? So we get a good look at this. So, opening this up. That is really, it's like a spider. It's a little bit scary, isn't it? I like that. Turn it on. Again, they look like propeller blades going. And then drop it down. That's really cool, that. I really do like that. It doesn't look like 14 metres, but I suppose when you go right to the outside edge of the front rotors, but very, very nice. So let's lift it up. Turn it off. Fold it. Well, I thought it folds under first before it folds up. Very nice. Very smooth animation. Very tidy mod. I like that. Really, really do like that. That's a good one. That's by VertexDezign and raffnix. Next up we have got, let's get this one right, we've got the Amazon Senius 3002. This is a cultivator. It's a slightly kind of different design. It's only a 3 meter width one. This is by, let's find it, STv-Modding, could be Steve actually, STv-Modding. This will be 6 slots if you get one. We'll have a look in store. This comes under, I think it's under cultivators, isn't it? Now this is the thing again that people will weigh up, and I'm just playing devil's advocate here. I'm not knocking the mod or anything like that. You can get the Rail Polymag for 7,000, which is a 3 meter one. You've got the Kuhn Cultimer, which is quite a bit more expensive, 16,000, which is also a 3 meter one. You've got then the 2 Starers, which are 3 meter ones, but they will seed as well. Oh no, that's a 3.7 and 4.9. I'd take that back. So those two are both 3. So we go all the way up and we find it. There we go. The Senius. It's 12,000 for a 3 metre one. And that, like I say, that's 6 slots. If you go down and if you get the rail polybag, which is also 3 metres, it's only 2 slots and it's 7,000. So it's, you know, again, I'm kind of breaking my own rule, really, I suppose. It's about those options. It's about the fact that, sorry, I clicked on the wrong button. It's having something different. I know, again, people keep complaining, saying we want bigger cultivators, we want bigger. Why do we keep getting smaller bits of machinery? There are some big cultivators here. There are some fairly big bits of machinery here. But anyway, yeah, the Senius, there it is. It does what it says it does. It's a cultivator. So we'll grab the tractor. I think, I'm trying to think, the one yesterday I've lost tracks. I've done so many mod reviews. We got 3 this week already, haven't we? Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, although I did 2 yesterday. I missed Mondays. Now the design of this, like looking top down, it's a completely different look to it. Each of the actual or chisels, I guess, is on its own sort of spring-loaded mount. And I thought you might get some movement on that or something when you're cultivating. I don't think it does. I don't think there's any other movement at all from it, other than dropping it down. And away we go. It cultivates. Like I say, it's a slightly different design. It looks a bit different. It's 3 metre width, and it cultivates. It does what it should do. Kind of the point of it, really. The thing is with these as well, not the cultivators specifically, but when I'm doing these kind of mod review assistance videos, showing you what's available and what's here, with a lot of these things now, it's a case of, you know, get them, have a play with them, lease them, try them out. That's half the fun of playing the game, you know. Get a piece of equipment, try out. You might find you use it a little bit and decide, actually, I don't quite like it, or, you know, that's why I find often it's better to lease them first, have a go. If you like it, then buy one. But obviously, if you're playing in hard mode and things like that, money's tight. It kind of works out better to have a bit of an insight first before you start. So last on our list, we have got the U bunker silo. This is by Tarczi007. This will cost you 2 slots to place. It's a fair old size bunker. The ones we had yesterday or Monday, I've lost track of what day, were quite narrow and long. This is a really, really wide one. So this is 24 metres by 24 metres by 4 metres. And this has got a capacity, I really like the fact this was put on the Modhub, 2 million litres this will hold. The textures and detailing on it are great. I really do like it's got that kind of sectioned look, almost like it was first built at one height and then other sections have been added. And I like the fact you've got this kind of staining on it as well. It's nice. It's got a lot of texture and kind of a lot of character to it. But again, like a lot of things, it's a bunker silo. Does exactly what it says in the tin. You bring your chaff, your grass, put it in here, compact it, it ferments, and you've got your silage. But there you go. That's it, I think, from me. I don't think I've missed anything. I hope I haven't missed anything. There have also been today, there was an update for Marwell Manor Farm. So all the issues and problems that there were around various different things. There is quite a long list of things to mention on there. So that's why I'm not doing that within this kind of guide too. But Marwell Manor has had an update, as did this. But I wanted to show it actually working because, like I say, I felt I did it a disservice yesterday. And that wasn't my fault, just because it wasn't working. So that's had an update, and so has Marwell Manor Farm. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. If you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.